Hi, everyone. Welcome to another session of Kip's Course Highlights. You are here with Kip himself, of course, and myself, Amy Conine. I'm a teacher here at the Keystone School. I just so happen to be a math teacher, so our course highlight today is going to get a little biased because this is one of the courses I've worked in. And so I just wanted to kind of break it down for you, talk about a few different things that we have an Algebra 1 course and kind of, put my little 2 cents in there. So as we talk, if you have any questions, comments, like the video so I know you're at least enjoying them. I know I maybe had to start doing some more crazy things on these videos, but the information is what's important, right? So for Algebra 1, the big thing for Algebra 1 is that when you're working through the course, the idea is that you're going to be making connections from the linear functions to the exponential functions. So, like graphing lines and multiple lines to moving into more problem-based learning with the exponential problems. So for the biggest thing for the Algebra 1 course is you do have this huge breakdown of semester one, semester two. You can enroll by semester. A full year would be semester one, semester two. You do have a semester test for each one. So in semester one, you'd have an exam here. Semester two, you would have an exam here after the project. So for the topics of discussion, it's laid out pretty typical of what you would see for a standard Algebra 1 course. You start off with some of the typical pre-algebra topics like expressions and problem solving, moving through some of those Algebra 1 topics like solving equations, moving into more specific type of equations called functions, simplifying, working with quadratics, doing exponentials, working in polynomials, and then moving into statistics, which leads you to the final project for the year. Algebra 1, and what's really exciting is that we are offering an honors section of this class. So that is something that if you are interested in the online learning environment for this particular course, there is an honors section that you can ask about and see what those requirements are. So I think that's really cool. So I know that's a little different. There's some different coursework with that, but the topics are pretty standard. So moving forward, again, I think I already said this, that if you would enroll by semester, but 2 semesters would be considered a full year of Algebra 1. So if you call or go online to enroll, you would see that. So the one thing I do want to check out is do want to check out the sports statistics course project. That's one thing I would like to show you because with math, it's kind of hard to do some of the labs and different things that maybe other courses offer, like other electives or anything like that. But I think this is kind of a cool project, so I wanted to kind of highlight that. But before we get there, I also wanted to show you um, what it looks like in our course outline. Give me just a second. Yeah. All right, so not course outline, I'm so sorry, course catalog. Things about these lives are a little tough. If you mess up, you gotta kind of rewind a little bit. So what I think is cool about the course catalog is you can kind of see your full year, semester one, semester two. There is an honors option you can purchase, but the picture here is kind of a breakdown of what an example would look like. So you have kind of a step-by-step example. I don't know if I can make this bigger or not. Um, but the step-by-step example also comes with explanations of what those steps are. So you can see the step and read about the step, which I think is really cool. Um, so within the course catalog, you can see that you do have those options for the full year, the semester one, the semester two. You also, you would enroll with the semester one and semester two. On the transcript, it would be broken down like that, but you would take it for the full year. So we're just going to pop in real quick to one of the Algebra 1 courses, so I can show you what that looks like. So for this Algebra 1 course, you would have your announcements on the landing page. You have your course content. You can access your progress and your grades. You can also access content right up here. So within your Algebra 1 course, as soon as mine loads, there we go. Go down, you can see how the year is broken down within the course, all there. And then you have the statistics project right here, and it's going to walk you through all of it, through how to research, how to write, and how to work through the project. So for here, let me see if I can pull up the slides. I think that's really cool. One second, here we go. So you have a template that you can take a look at, which is just a PowerPoint. The project does need to be completed in a PowerPoint or Google Slides or some sort of PowerPoint that turned into a PDF because it does need to have all the data that's there. So you have your statistics, for statistics, and it tells you on each slide, which what I think is really cool is that it tells you on each slide exactly what you're supposed to do. So on here, the only thing you need to change is this part right here, put your name. You walk through, you pick something to research because it's sports. A lot of students choose soccer or basketball. There's even a lot of baseball. So you can go through and you can pick a year, a team. You can go through and you can pick, like if it's basketball, you can do, um, you know, the 3-point shots. You can do fouls. If it's soccer, you can do goals and assists, things like that. Baseball, you can do, I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I've done baseball. You can do like, hits versus, outs or errors or, something like that, or runs. You explain it. You would create these different graph representations, which they do talk about in the course of how to do it. But if you're not sure, what's really important is you reach out to the teacher link and they can give you resources to, further clarify what you might be struggling with. So I think that's really important to highlight as well. Again, my Algebra 1 course here, I'm a little biased because I am a math teacher. But you have everything here that you're supposed to do. You literally read the directions at the bottom, you fill in the spaces that it tells you to fill in. And, when you do have questions, you can reach out to the teacher link to, to get those clarified. So the project would be submitted, within the course. So we're back into the course here. So you would submit it within the course, and then as an Algebra 1 teacher, I would assess it. And just like with anything, there are rubrics. So the rubrics are in here. My internet's a little slow tonight. But you do have rubrics within it that you can see what's required. If you need any other clarification, that's what the teacher link is for. Um, and then the other thing I wanted to highlight while we're in here, not only is the project, but just the different pieces and parts of your units that you have here. So you have everything is broken down. We always encourage students to complete their course in order. Only, especially with math, it's very sequential. So, what you learn in the first section, you're going to need for the second and the third and the fourth. So it's really important to complete it, sequential like that. And then at the end, students have computer-based tests and you'll have submitted graded works. So the graded works are something the teacher grades. So we encourage students to show all their work, show their thinking, their thought process, how they would solve everything, their computation. And you don't have to type out your work. I think that's a big misconception with online learning is that everything has to be typed, everything has to be digital. Well, for graded assignments, whenever you submit that, in any course, your teacher is grading that. So sometimes it does need to be typed like in English if you're typing an essay or social studies if you're doing a reflection. But in math, it's really important to show how you would solve something. And it's kind of hard to do that when you're talking about typing out parentheses. How do you show an exponent, things like that. So we often encourage students to work everything out by hand, show their work by hand, write out their explanations. You can type out explanations, but anything like, that you would write on a piece of paper for computations or calculations or steps in solving, Even graphs, if you create your graph on graph paper, you can take a picture and upload it. You can upload it into your course. I think that's a big misconception is that everything has to be digital. It doesn't. I often appreciate handwritten work. I think it's awesome because it a lot of times can show your personality within a course that sometimes is very structured and you may not see that personality. So, because sometimes students submit like little drawings or little like, cartoons and stuff like that. It's very nice. I get a giggle out of it. But this is what that looks like. That's Algebra 1. So as I've rambled on throughout this session of Kip's course highlights, I'm a huge math nerd, so again, I'm a little biased for picking something to talk about that I actually specialize in. Regardless, if you're interested in doing the online learning or you're looking for an Algebra 1 credit or an honors credit in math, please call us, check out the website, check out our course catalog, share this with somebody, comment if you have any questions, somebody will check it and, get back to you. If you're already a Keystone student and maybe you're looking at future courses, this might be something that you'd want to check out. Maybe ask more questions about so you can get registered. It is a high school credit course, and if you're, wanting to take that honors track, we do have that honors credit as well. But thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Kip and I, we're going to hang out a little bit more. It was a nice day today. I'm sorry, I'm still in my, fluorescent from being out in the sun all day. So um, I hope you were able to go outside as well and have a wonderful day. Bye.